Last week on Idler Drinks, we were talking about the early period of British involvement in India with the East India Company. And by chance, this week, I'm in India, in Tamil Nadu. You can see the forests and maybe even make out some of the hills of the region just behind me and hear the local crows. I'm here because this is a spiritual boom town. It's the village of Tirumalaikadi, which is just outside Vellore in Tamil Nadu. And it's booming because about 40 years ago, there was born here a chap called Satish Kumar, not to be confused with the ecologist in the UK. And he, over the early period of his life, through his devotion, through his exceptional qualities, was gradually recognised, first by family, then by friends, as an incarnation of the god Narayani. And now, 30 years later, in a way that only India can, its genius of holding the ferocity of the modern secular spirit alongside its ancient spiritual roots, now this village has turned into a destination for tens of thousands of people a day to venerate Amma, as he is affectionately known. And it has a golden temple, it has hospitals, it has schools, and the trees, in fact, behind me are all the result of the reforestation of the region, because it was rather barren before I learned. And they have a great ecology project, Green Shakti, which is transforming the lives of farmers and many others around too. It is a very remarkable place. If you ever get the chance to come and see it for your own eyes. It is hope in the modern world. Now, one of Amma's key teachings is the theme of devotion. And he asks people, what are you devoted to? Are you devoted to your family? Are you devoted to your work? Are you devoted to habits, addictions? Are you devoted to tension? Are you devoted to conflict? Because that which we're devoted to will foster the spirit of our lives, and thereby the spirit of the age too. It will release certain energies into the world. And I even wonder whether this might be a theme of this week, when you're thinking about culture wars, because I think in some ways, at least for some people, culture wars have become a kind of devotion, almost an ersatz religion, something to give their lives to, something to try and orientate themselves around and make sense of things. I think the crows agree. But Amma here, of course, is arguing that we need to be devoted to that which brings good things into the world, and he particularly links devotion with the theme of service. What are you giving your life to? And I like to think that at the Idler we provide space for that. We say, let's take a step back a bit, ease the foot off the pedal that is turning the treadmill of modern life, and ask what's going on, ask what space do we have, maybe even ask what our devotion is, to what are we giving ourselves. So Tom, I hope that's a theme that may come up, but for now I send you much love and devotion to the Idler from Tirumalaikadi here in Tamil Nadu.